got this sharp vacuum cleaner from Aldi, which has died in the arse. Just run it, you can hear the motor's pretty cactus. Maybe you can hear that, maybe you can't. You can just try and move. So it's like it's seized up inside, moving slightly. So I'll pull it all apart and see if it can clean it up. So it pulls apart pretty easily to this part. The challenge will be getting inside to this and try and unseize it, if that's doable. So I've got this off. I don't know how you get it off without breaking it. Honestly, they've got the two tabs either side and the alignment. Possibly, it's very snug, so I don't think you're going to be able to get in there to actually get to the tabs. So pretty much got that off. I guess you can always glue it back in later if you manage to fix the thing. To get this off, lever here, it's going to make a fun sound. Okay, we've got some screws here. So 1, 2, 3 Phillips heads. Okay, so let's see some of the crap that's in here. Look at that. Some more screws there. Oh, look at that crap in there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Oh, yep, look at that. There is crap all in there. Can pull the motor apart, which I'll do, just to get in there. We'll get a better look at the amount of stuff that's gone inside that, in this area here. Wow, it's pretty crap. Okay. So I've just paused the video here. So it lets you know you could potentially clean the whole thing at this point, get a good blower, if you've got a compressor, or even just blowing yourself, or whatever you can do, and wash the ends. You can get it pretty clean and use tweezers to clean out the stuff that you saw in the end, which I'll do later. But there's a fair bit more effort in pulling it apart now, which probably you can get it a bit cleaner, but it's up to you whether you think it's worth the bang for buck, but you could probably get away with cleaning it from here if you want to. Okay. Just take it apart and break the wire like that instead. Well done me. Interesting. Oh, that's just the terminal out. Okay. Oh, gee. It's all come apart. Gee whiz. Well, I'll leave it and just work with it on. Okay. A couple of small screws here. There we go, all the intelligence is sitting on here. That looks like it slides straight in, so we'll see how that goes. Lifting this tab out, it's on here. These are the wires, I'm pretty sure. These are things, so we'll keep them down out of the way so they don't come out. Pull this out without disrupting everything else. Get the wire down inside. Just went too far back. Just bent it down. Oh, interesting. The wire's actually corroded and broken off. It's going to be interesting. If that's going to work again, it just actually fell off, broke off inside this. So something to be wary of. There we go. That was more of a pain in the ass, so that's why the whole unit's had to slide out. Like that. There's your control board. Now we should be able to pull this apart. Oh, 2 wires broken. Now that's going to go putting that back together again. You can see in here, probably not very well, but the camera so you can. As you can see in there, there's supposed to be 2 wires across. There's only one because the tip is corroded and broken off. There's the second one there, the same. So I'm going to have to, before this all goes back together again, I'm going to have to sort those out as well. And this looks like it's been pressed on with the bearing. We can try and lever it and see if it pops off or how hard it's on. There you go, that wasn't too bad. There's just a spring washer in there. There you go. Oh, there's a little magnet doesn't want to come apart, but we can slide that. Yeah, that is all crap in there, so. Alright, let's see. It's obviously part of the cooling, the fan system as well. So it's sucking everything directly in through this hole. And nothing should be getting to it, but obviously everything is getting through the filter. So up through the bottom here, and blocking this up and even into the whole system. So the power of dog hair. We'll just have to blow this out, maybe even rinse it out and just dry it to not destroy the bearing, and then we have to go from there because I can't get this apart. To clean out the motor, I just used a combination of these 2 things, just obviously blow the dust out, and that, be careful not getting that on the bearings, but to also wash everything out, the dirt and dust out, and just simply blowing it. That was a very effective way of getting a lot of the fur and dust out of it, was just blowing it. So if you've got an air compressor, that'd be a good way of cleaning it out as well. Right, it's just a little bit more info on cleaning. I'm still working on the other part as well, but just cleaning it out. So this comes out. So it's got obviously a rubber cover. See where it lines up, so you get a bit of an idea. So for me to remember later the alignment between bits. This will just come straight off. And obviously there's the power plug in there, leads to that. So let's give that all a clean up. Okay, this now we've got a couple of wires broken off. You can actually see where it's pretty corroded actually on the edge there. That one's fine. It's just the one that looks a bit cactus, so what I have to try and do is see if I can get enough slack of that wire to actually go across that gap again. I'm a bit dubious on that one, but we'll see how we go. If I can't do that, it ain't going to work, because obviously it's consecutively serially connected around the windings. So let's see what I can do. there's no extra length on that, so that one's fine. So that one I'll have to somehow try and get longer. It's a good challenge. And then there's this one here, which I think is exactly the same based on where the winding's going. So yeah. So what I'll do, I'll try and lengthen that wire. And this one as well. Clean back the insulation. I won't bore you with that. That'll just be a combination of a Stanley knife and a bit of sandpaper. And I will extend that with a bit of similar gauge wire if I've got some laying around. Maybe some solid core 240 would be enough for that. Okay, so the first thing I did was strip back the wires with the Stanley knife. And then I've tinned the end of those wires with some solder. I've grabbed the 240 volt wire, which the cores of those are the same diameter, pretty much the same diameter as the motor windings, so I use those and tinned those. And then I've attached those ends, or each one of those wires, onto the motor winding to extend the windings. Now that that's done, we'll just run this straight through, back through here. So it's ready to go. Yep. So push it down. Doesn't really matter if it's not quite all the way in. Just want to make sure it's all the way down is more the important part. Which trying to do it. Okay, let's just go from here and pull it down. There we go. Bent it a bit in there, as you can see. It's just a factor of that because of where I did the soldering and joined it, but that's okay. Now it's all going to be fine with getting reconnected. This one will push through. A bit of a redo. We shall pull it through with this. There you go. That one went fine. Yeah, we'll be fine with that one. There we go. Just pushed it right into the bottom there where it actually clips in place. Yeah. Let's now run through. I've trimmed it as well, so it's flush enough. This one here is the same. Let's start putting it all back together again. Yeah, it's a good start. All the parts have been cleaned. You'll see as I grab them. First with this part, with the flush side of this aiming up, and line it up with the screws. There we go. And this part, and the spring can fall out of there, so be careful. I'll do it this way. Might be easier upside down then. Okay, there we go. Okay, 3 silver screws. Okay. Back to here. the wire back on. It just wasn't broken, it just slipped out. But if you use the clip like I didn't, it'll come out easily anyway. So now we'll chuck this on top. It's symmetric, so it doesn't really matter which way you put it on. There we go. Okay, next bit on and cleaned up. Right, so put this back in. Put the cleanable, obviously, the plastic's back in the rubber. You can see this long edge here aligns just to the left of this screw out of the two of them, and this gap aligns with this notch here. There's notches all the way around, but that particular one. Now the way that fits into here is pretty much these two here along with these two screws here, so like so. Done. And this, okay, so this goes in like that, aligns like so, pretty much that screw opposite to the plug. Tucks in like that, this comes around this side. Tuck these in pretty close. Don't need to be, without going into the wiring too much. That one as well. And here, this goes on this way. Okay, I'll get the ring a bit cleaner now, and then the top also a bit cleaner now. So based on the connector, it goes there, like that. Okay, next part, not quite got as much effort with cleaning of that one, but that's just, so you've got the flat edge there, it lines up with the power side. I'd say it's just going to pop down. There you go. And there's the last part to put on, because one of these broke off. It's near impossible to get it off without that happening. You can probably manage maybe, but because there's only one clip, it's not going to sit flush anymore. So we'll take that clip off completely, and we'll use a different method of holding that in place. sits on there nice and flush now. Okay, good. Okay, so the last little bit, dab the hot glue. Should make life a lot easier later on as well to take it apart as well if need be. So. All right, all back together. Moment of truth.